I'm busy.
Come here a minute.
I told you I'm busy.
There's some men digging up the close.
Whereabouts?
Come and have a look.
Is there no peace in this house? I've got work to do, you know.
Writing stupid letters isn't work.
Hey, it was stupid you that started it.
Don't you call me stupid, I'm not.
Oh, shut up, will you, woman? What are they doing? Nip over and ask them what they're playing at.
I'm not. And you can make your own tea.
2 for you and 3 for me.
Oh, well, I suppose mine are just bills.
Yes.
Well, I won't bother opening them till tonight. Today's going to be pretty rough. A few final demands this evening will come as light relief.
Ah, booking for next month. Dinner for 12. Oh, this is nice. Oh, this is wonderful. A letter of thanks for one of my dinners. Could use this as a letter of recommendation. Look.
Yes, it is wonderful. Nice to know one's appreciated.
Yes, isn't it?
Oh, not you, Anna.
What do you mean?
Well, this isn't thanking you.
Yes, it is. Look, thank you for a splendid array of food. Quite the most...
Yes, I read all that. But you didn't cater for them. Heather and I did. This is the one we did when you were in France.
I always come round the back. Tradesman's entrance, you see. They usually like that.
Who do?
Employers. Are you Mr. Collins?
Yes, that's right.
I'm Mrs. Grogan. You going to leave me out here all day? I've had a hell of a walk. If I'd known it was this far from the bus stop, I wouldn't have bothered coming in the first place.
Show her in, Paul.
Right, well, you better come in.
Ah. Is that a fresh brew?
No, but I can make one.
No, it's all right. I'll have one later. Not very big, is it?
Can someone please explain to me what's going on?
Going on? I've come for the cleaner's job. What do you think?
Do you know what she's talking about?
Yes, I advertised for a part-time cleaner and someone to help with the catering.
Never said anything about no catering in the advert.
No, well, that was just an idea.
Can I have a word with you in private?
Yes, Paul.
You two stay here, then. I'll take a quick look around.
Since when have we needed a cleaner?
I need one. I'm getting busier and busier, and unless you want to live in squalor, I need someone to help me with the cleaning and possibly the catering.
So you advertise without even consulting me?
It's no concern of yours.
It's my house, for goodness sake.
My business.
I don't think we can afford a cleaner. They're not made of money.
I'll be paying out of my money.
Oh, well, very well. Just as long as it doesn't cost me anything and she doesn't get in my way. But I don't want that woman cleaning this house.
Neither do I. But don't worry, she's only here for an interview. I've got 2 other people to see.
Good. Well, you've got her here. You get rid of her. I'm going to work.
I will.
Hello, can I help you?
Yeah, I've come about the job.
Oh, sorry, son, there's no jobs here.
Hang on, what's written down here?
Let's have a deco. Oh, yeah, YTS, right. Damon, is it?
Yeah.
Look, I'll be about 10 minutes. All right, sit down. I'll be back. Don't go away.
H. Cross. Esquire. Where are those stamps I bought yesterday? I said, where are those stamps? Oh, there you are. Where are the stamps?
I don't know and I don't care.
I'm doing this for you, you know, woman.
No, you're not. In any case, I never asked you.
Well, that's gratitude for you. I sit here getting cramped writing all those letters for money that's owed to you.
I never asked you.
And when I've written them, I've got to walk best parts of a mile to post them in my condition.
Well, when you're writing these letters for me, Why don't you write to the post office and complain?
Good idea. I will.
I was only joking.
But I'm not. Cramp or no cramp, I'm complaining.
I doubt if they'll be able to understand your scrawl.
Rubbish. I got prizes for my handwriting when I was at school. It's gone down a bit since, but it's still readable.
Would be better if you typed them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? I'll give them to my secretary.
You haven't got a secretary.
I haven't got a typewriter either. So I'll give them to my imaginary secretary, so she can type them on my imaginary typewriter, shall I?
If you're going to be rude, I'm going.
No, I'm sorry, Mrs. Collins, I couldn't do it. There has to be a dignity in labour. I couldn't feel any dignity cleaning a tiddling little house like this. I don't know why you can't manage it yourself. Half an hour, top to bottom, no bother.
Well, if I didn't have a business, I could
Don't think I'm poking my nose like. But your husband would be a lot happier if you was a proper housewife. They always prefer them to career women.
Do they?
Believe me, they do. Now, I can't stand here jabbering all day. I've got to find a proper job somewhere. Sorry to disappoint you, Mrs. Collins, but we all must have our standards, mustn't we? Ta-ra.
Friend of yours?
What? Oh, no, no.
Seems a nice woman.
Yes. No. Does it matter?
Not to me. I take people as I find them.
Harry, what can I do for you?
Nothing. Just wondered if you had any news about Gordon.
What about Gordon?
He's over in France, isn't he? And you've just been over there.
That's right.
Is he staying there or expecting him back?
Why?
Just neighbourly curiosity, that's all.
Well, I really don't know. He seems to quite like it, so he might stay for some time.
So he won't be needing his typewriter?
Typewriter?
Well, I was wondering if I could borrow it, just to do a few letters, you understand?
Harry, why didn't you just come out into the open and ask to borrow the typewriter?
I did, didn't I? Are you feeling all right? You don't seem to be all there today. You must have caught something off Edna. She's been like that all morning.
Harry, go away!
They must have put something in the water.
Sorry. Problems, 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 eh? I'm just prepared to take responsibility for decisions these days. Where are all the managers, eh? Right, Damon. I'm Derek Halligan, Managing Director. It's a posh title, I know, but it means that I am the boss. And that means I'm the man you've got to convince that it's worth spending money on training you.
So the government gave you the money?
Not exactly. And I don't need any barrack room lawyers either. I've got enough of them already. You aren't one, I hope.
No, not exactly.
Good. Right then, tell me all about yourself. What you've done, what you hope to do.
Not a lot to tell, really. Left school last summer. Got no qualifications. And, well, I've not had a sniff of a job since.
Well, steady on, son. Don't oversell yourself.
You were?
It's a joke, son.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I don't want to know about the negative side. Just tell me the positive bits. Make me need you to work for me.
Oh?
Are we wasting our time here or what?
Probably. Look, I like painting. I've done 4 weeks of it, and I like it.
Well, that's great. That's the best thing you could say, that. You're no use to me if you hate it. You can have all the A-levels in the world, but if you don't like painting, then you're no use to me.
Yeah, well, I like it. I mean, well, what I've done I liked. I was down in London, and they did offer me a job.
Did they? So, you were useful then?
Yeah, I was good. That's when I decided I wanted to be a painting decorator. Only I wanted to stay up here. So I wrote to loads of firms, including you, but didn't get anything.
You wrote to me?
Yeah, you didn't reply.
No, I'm not surprised. I get letters by the sackful asking me for jobs. I'd go broke if I answered them all. There isn't the work about for me to go taking on more staff. And with all these people on the dole, they've all got time to do their own decorating.
Yeah, I did our house, and the house across the way.
You see? You doing your neighbour's house, that's taking away my business. Bet you did it cheap and all.
Yeah, I suppose it was.
God, I don't know. You undercut me, you take away my business, then you expect me to give you a job? I assume you do want a job.
Of course I do. Or I wouldn't have been sitting here for over an hour waiting for you to come back and see me. And I wouldn't have written over 100 letters trying to get a job if I didn't want one.
Start tomorrow, then.
You are?
Can you start tomorrow? If you can't, I'll get somebody else.
Yeah, I can start
All
tomorrow.
right, then. Be here at 8:15. We usually start at 8:30, but I want to get you sorted out first, all right? Well, go ahead, then. I've got other things to do, you know.
What a job.
So you're going to try it on, then?
I'm trying nothing on. You've all had enough warning.
Warning that you'd try it on. The men won't accept this.
They'll have to. Woodward and Lynch have been very patient, and so have I. The 27th of May, they'll take all responsibility for maintenance in this plant.
I'm sorry about that. I wish you could put it off a bit longer.
Oh, come on, put it off. He's got to cancel it altogether. A warning, Collins. If there's so much as one redundancy notice in a pay packet, every man in this place will walk out.
Nonsense. Do you think the rest of the men here would risk their own jobs on this?
I know they will. I've already taken a straw poll, and from that I can assure you we'll have an overwhelming mandate to strike.
Now hold it right there. We haven't discussed any official industrial action at all as yet.
You haven't. We have. One man gets notice. All out. And you remember whose side you're on.
I must apologize for that, Paul.
That's all right, George. We all have our share of hot-headed extremists. I'm sure we moderates can sort this thing out.
Well, I'm not so sure. If we had more time, perhaps we can. But the 27th of May...
No, I'm sorry. I've given you far too much time already. It was a cooling-off period we agreed to, not an indefinite postponement.
You make it very difficult for me.
If they did strike, would you make it official?
Oh, come on, Paul. You can't possibly expect me to answer that one. Mind you, we do have enough precedents for us to make it official.
But you don't want to, do you?
I never want to make any strike official. I prefer to avoid them by negotiation. Mind you, if my members walk out en masse, I'll have little choice. But it would have to be 100% solid.
And you don't think it will be?
Peterson seems to think so. Only he and Bobby Grant can guess at the true mood of the men.
Oh, yes. Now, Bobby Grant, where's he? I thought he'd be here.
He's away on a course. But he'll be back. Ready to tackle this one.
You know how far I've just walked? A mile there and a mile back. Do you know how far that is, eh? 2 miles and in my condition. And when I do come back, I find you two have put a post box up. You might have said something.
Pat, must you do that in here? The smell of petrol's terrible.
Sorry, but if you want to lift home tonight, I've got to do it.
What is it anyway?
Carburettor. I think there's a bit of dust in the jet.
I didn't realise car mechanics was one of your many skills.
No, there's a lot about me you don't know. Or appreciate.
Is there? Such as?
Well, if you can't see, there's no point in me telling you. Anyway, I'm too modest. And modesty is another of those million virtues which I possess.
You can see that all right.
Good.
That thing be back on by 10?
Well, I hope so, because I'm due out at 9:30. I've got this kissogram at this old bloke's retirement do.
Oh?
Oh, look, let's not start that again, eh? I'm going and that's that. All right?
No, it's not all right. But there's nothing I can do to stop you, is there? Anyway, I'm going. I hate splits. They're always so knackered for the late half. See you.
Pick you up at 10.
How did you manage to get rid of old Mother Riley?
I didn't have to. She turned us down.
What? On what grounds, may I ask?
Something to do with the dignity of labour, she said.
Oh. I wish you could come and explain that to half of my workforce.
Oh, dear. Still having problems, are you?
Yes. There's nothing you can do to help. You can't even remember to tell me we're looking for a cleaner.
I didn't forget to tell you. I chose not to.
Oh, I see. What goes on in this house is no concern of mine, is that it?
Do you really want to know what goes on in this house? Well, I'll tell you.
Oh, I don't want to know.
After Mrs. Grogan gave me advice on our marriage...
What?
Harry Cross came over and started asking questions about Gordon.
What about Gordon?
Oh, it's all right. He doesn't know anything. He was just angling to borrow the typewriter.
Anyway, what could he know? There's nothing to know. Hope you sent him packing.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did.
My secretary was asking me about it the other day. Said she couldn't understand the suddenness of it all. Afraid I found myself lying to her. The things our children do to us.
Jackie!
Thanks a lot. You were a great help.
Oh, come on, Jackie. It wasn't that bad, was it? Look, I only interfere if things get out of hand.
But there was nothing out of his hands. He had them everywhere. Now I know what a loaf of bread feels like when it's being kneaded. Sweaty hands, squeezing every bit of you.
Yeah, he was a bit of a randy old Roger, I'll give you that.
You give me more than that. Is that the money?
Yeah, cash. Nice one, eh?
Oh, I've earned it tonight. It was almost as bad as men's medical.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll give it to you in the van, OK?
Where'd you put the ambulance?
Well, just there.
Well, where is it now?
Well, it's not there, is it?
Pat?
I don't believe it. Someone's gone and nicked the ambulance.
Oh, great.
All right. Waiting for someone.
I am waiting for my lift. He must have broken down somewhere.
Seen you about the hospital. Staff nurse, aren't you?
That's right. You weren't in radiography.
Yeah, so you must have noticed me then.
Must have done, mustn't I?
I think you've been let down with your lift.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Boyfriend, is it?
No, just a friend.
Where you going? I can probably take you.
No, it's all right. I'll be here in a minute.
It's no bother. I mean, if he comes along and you've gone, he'll know you've got another lift.
I don't know. I live down Brookside. You going anywhere near there?
Hardly out of my way at all. In the motor, it's nothing.
Okay, I'm too tired to wait.
God, I'm freezing.
Hey, sorry, love. Here, have me jacket.
Thanks. Righto, Wally Rally, aren't you?
Walter Rally?
No, Pat. Only Wallies leave the keys in open vehicles around here.
Oh, well, that's charming, that is.
Just get this cab, will ya?
Wait! Come on.
What are you doing? What are you doing stopping here?
I just thought we could talk, you know.
What the hell are we going to talk about, for Pete's sake?
Well, you know. I mean, you know, I fancied you for months.
Have you?
Yeah. And you've been noticing me, you said. Well, what does that mean?
It means I've seen you around, that's all.
No more than that? I think it does, you know.
Oh, my.
Yeah. I think you fancied me and all. It's all right. Don't be embarrassed. Lots of others do. What was that for?
Don't paw me, all right?
I wasn't pawing you. What's up? Doctors only with you, is it? Some sort of no-go area for any of the paramedicals?
Oh, don't talk soft. I've been out with lots of people apart from doctors.
But not with me, eh?
I don't fancy you, right?
That's not the impression I got.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know how that came about.
You're just a teaser, aren't you? Lead a bloke on and then put up the fences.
I'm going. You're an idiot.
Just a minute. I haven't finished yet.
Bitch.
Where the hell have you been?
The van got nicked.
Oh, no.
Hey, what's happened? Where'd you go?
Some bloke attacked me.
Attacked you?
When you didn't turn up, I took a lift. He tried it on, I wasn't interested, so he attacked me.
Well, let's call the police.
No.
Well, you can't let him get away with it.
Don't worry, I'll spread the word about him.
You know him?
Oh, look, it's going to be all right. Let's go home.
Yeah, come on. Oh, I can't even give you my coat. I've already given it a jacket.
Hi, Sandra. My God, look at our pads.
What's up?
You don't know what you're doing. I've just been attacked by some bloke whose idea of nurses has been titillated by that kind of rubbish.
Well, this has got nothing to do with that.
Not tonight, but some other night it will. You should know better. He's a bloke. He doesn't know what it's like to be touched up every time you pass a bed.
Oh, hang on a minute, Sand.
You're just pandering to men's fantasies.
No, wait a minute, Sand.
I thought you'd more sensitivity than that.
Look, come on, let's get you in a taxi and let's get you home.
No! You go in, I'll get my own.
Sandra! Come on. Come on, Sand, eh? Come on, it's going to be all right. Let's get you in a taxi and get you home, eh? Come on. Come on, you're going to be all right. Come on.